Hi everyone! I'm glad to see you again through our online lesson. Today, I will be going to tell you a story. Are you excited to listen to it? But before that, I want to ask if you come to school, what kind of transport are you using? Who sent you to school? I think usually you ride a car or a motorbike with your mom, or your dad, or your grandma, and your grandpa, right? Today, our story is about a girl who was going to school and at the same time learning on how to be safe on the road while traveling. Are you ready? The title of our story is Matilda's Morning Adventure. Matilda's Morning Adventures. One Sunday, not so very long ago, Matilda's mother said, "We're not going to use the car to get to school next week. We're going to have an adventure every morning instead." "What sort of adventure?" asked Matilda. "You'll have to wait and see," smiled Mom. "Sounds exciting. I can hardly wait," said Matilda. On Monday morning, Matilda walked to school with her mother, her brother Jack, and her dog Jeddah. On the way to school, Matilda held onto Jack's pram as they walked along the footpath. Matilda and Jack counted all the dogs they saw on the way to school. Matilda's mother showed her a safer way to get to school. "There is not much traffic and only 2 roads to cross," she explained. "It's much safer this way." "Tell me what we do before we cross the road, Matilda," asked her mother as they reached the edge of the curb. "Well, we stop away from the curb, we look for traffic, we listen for traffic, and we think, is it safe to cross?" said Matilda. "Well then, let's stop here, look and listen for traffic and think, is it safe to cross? I think it is, don't you? Let's walk straight across the road," said Matilda's mother. 7 dogs in one walk, said Matilda as she arrived at school. "That was fun. Goodbye, Jack. Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, Jeddah." On Tuesday morning, Matilda rode to school with her mother and her brother Jack. On the way to school, Matilda rang the bell on her bike to warn Mr. Kendall from next door that she was passing him on the shared path. "Good morning, Matilda. Lovely day for a ride," shouted Mr. Kendall as she rode by. "Tell me what we do when we get to the end of the shared path, Matilda," asked her mother as they reached the edge of the curb. "Well, we get off our bikes and walk them across the road," said Matilda. "Well then, let's stop here, look and listen for traffic and think, is it safe to cross? I think it is, don't you? Let's walk our bikes straight across the road," said Matilda's mother. "Wow, that was quicker than driving in the car," said Matilda as they arrived at school. "That was fun. Goodbye, Jack. Goodbye, Mom." On Wednesday morning, Matilda walked to school with the walking school bus. On the way to school, Matilda walked with Jess, a new girl who had just come to their school. She had a brother called Jack as well, and she also had a new puppy called Butch. "Tell me why we have to walk between the mothers in the yellow vest," asked Jess. "Well, they keep us safer on the road and can see the traffic better than us," explained Matilda. do you want to come over to my house after school and play with Butch? Asked Jess. That would be great. I'll ask my mom, laughed Matilda. On Thursday morning, Matilda walked to school with her father, her brother Jack, and her dog Jeddah. On the way to school, Matilda held onto Jack's pram as they walked along a different footpath to Monday's walk. Mom's way is usually the safer way, explained her father. But today there are some workmen working on that footpath, so we are going a new way today. Her father taught her a song that he used to sing when he went on long car trips with Gran and Pap. The wheels of the car go brum 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 all the way to Perth. They all sang until they came to the driveway to the teacher's car park. Tell me what we do when we are around car parks, Matilda, asked her father as they reached the edge of the driveway. Well, I hold onto your hand or Jack's pram and we stop on the edge of the driveway. We look and listen for traffic and think, is it safe to cross the driveway? Well done, said Matilda's father. Wow, I love that new song, said Matilda as she arrived at school. That was fun. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, Jack. Goodbye, Jeddah. On Friday morning, Matilda caught a bus to school with her grandmother. On the way to school, she tagged her smart rider on the machine. She sat next to the window and looked down on all the cars. She looked at all the people on the bus. She could see some people were talking. Some people were reading. Some people were listening to music. She pushed the button to ring the bell when it was time to get off the bus. Tell me what we do when we get off the bus, Matilda, asked her grandmother as they stepped off the back step of the bus. Well, we wait on the curb behind the bus until the bus had moved away, said Matilda. Then we check to see if it is safe to cross the road. Well done, beamed Matilda's grandmother. Wow, I like seeing things from high up on the bus, Gran, said Matilda as she arrived at school. That was fun. Goodbye, Gran. On Saturday, Matilda's mother asked, how did you like your morning adventures to school this week, Matilda? They were fun, said Matilda. I think we can stop using the car so much and walk and ride home from school next week as well. How will I get home from school on Monday, Mom? She asked. You'll come a-walking, you'll come a-walking, you'll come a-walking, Matilda, with me, sang her mother. Yes, walking is fun, shouted Matilda. All right, students, after you heard the story, what do you feel? What do you learn from the story? Now, you already know what to do and how to become safe in crossing the roads when you go out. So in our story, what things Matilda and her family do each day on the way to school to keep them safer? On Monday, Matilda holds Jack's pram. She walks on the footpath away from the curb. She practices stop, look, listen, think with her mom when they cross the road. On Tuesday, Matilda wears correctly fitted helmet and close-in shoes. She rides when an adult. Her bike has been checked by her dad. They ride in a single file on a shared path. She rings her bell when she passes Mr. Kendall. They walk their bikes across the road. On Wednesday, the children walk on the footpath away from the curb. They walk between the adult helpers on the walking school bus. On Thursday, Matilda holds Jack's pram. She walks on the footpath away from the curb. She goes a different way to avoid workmen on the road. Practices stop, look, listen, think with her dad when they cross the road. On Friday, Matilda sits quietly on the bus. She waits behind the bus until it has moved away, and then checks to see if it is safe to cross the road. She holds her grandma's hand. Okay, students, after we describe the things Matilda and her family do each day on the way to keep them safer, there are 4 important things that Matilda is practicing while crossing the roads with her mom. Do you know what are those? Yes! Can we review it once again? Please repeat after me. Stop! Stop! Stop away from the curve. Look! Look! Look for traffic. Listen! Listen! Listen for the traffic. Think! Think! Think if it is safe to cross. Alright, my dear students, this is the end of our lesson. I hope you can practice what you have learned from our story. Thank you. See you again next time. Bye-bye.